This episode is brought to you by Mastermind Models and Miniatures and Liber Demonica. Hi guys, welcome to Counterpoints. My name is Connor, and today we're going to be breaking down the Pariah Nexus trailer and bringing you everything you need to know before the launch of the show. If you want to watch the original, it's linked down in the description. There's tons of lore goodies in here, so let's get into it.
Holy Emperor, Lord of Humanity, forgive my weakness and grant me your mercy. For we have let our world die.
Alright, so let's break that down. We open with the Sister of Battle praying to the Holy Emperor, Lord of Humanity. She asks to be forgiven her weakness and for mercy to be granted to her. Forget for a second that oftentimes when we're talking about the Emperor's mercy, it means summary execution. And in a bit, I'll tell you why the sisters will be some of the main protagonists in the series, and it's not just because they're whamming. Keep that point in the back of your head as we continue. So let's review the backstory a little bit in order to be able to contextualize this. Roboute Guilliman, the Emperor's only son that's on the battlefield at this time, is in command of the Imperium and launched the Indomitus Crusade to reclaim the Empire, reinforce beleaguered systems with Primaris Marines, and push back the forces of Chaos and Xenos incursions. Battle Group Calades was dispatched to investigate the Nephilim sector, a suspiciously silent zone that could not be seen by the navigators and astro-telepaths. There they found abandoned worlds without a trace of their host population and a far more nefarious force, the Necrons. Don't worry, we're definitely going to go back to that Guardsman being tortured in a crypt just in a second.
Awaken primary functions from base protocols.
Obeisance Illumina Saris.
Engage the survivors. Rectify the anomaly of their continued existence.
All right, and continuing on with the breakdown, these few scenes are crazy revelatory for the thrust of the series. A death mark is awakened by Illuminor Saris, which brings the entire plot into focus. Illuminor Saris is the mad scientist of the Necrons, and in many ways is similar to Fabius Bile of the Emperor's Children Chaos Space Marines. They're similar characters in that they care very little for how the pursuit of knowledge warps them, as long as they find what they're looking for. Saris was one of the original Necron tier, the flesh and blood race that pre-existed the Necrons, and he was instrumental in allying with the star gods known as the Catan and developing the technology of biotransference. This is the original technology that took the disease and cancer-ridden Necron tier and gave them the immortal metal bodies they now inhabit. The cost of eternal life was sacrificing their souls to be consumed by the Catan. Many Necrons obsess over their new immortal shells or obsess with trying to revert back to their mortal forms, but Saris has evolved past this, only focusing on unlocking all secrets of the universe. In this pursuit, he has no limits, and he captures, imprisons, and vivisects life forms by the billions, simply to study life, death, and knowledge only observable at the quantum plane. Just like the destroyer cults of the Necrons, he has modified his form away from his bipedal mortal body, strutting around instead on insectoid legs and studying his opponents as he destroys them, almost as a human would study bugs. Our poor Guardsman in Haunted Green Glow is likely one such experiment. Saris constructed a network of Blackstone in the Nephilim sector, banishing the warp, but also disconnecting living beings from their own soul. This has made the sector uninhabitable to all but the Necrons. The billions of humans that once populated the sector either fled, were slain, or were taken in for study.
Look around, sister. Where has your faith led you?
It is better to die for the Emperor
Than live for yourself.
Whatever that thing is, we can take it.
All across the Imperium, tens of millions of lives are lost every second.
It matters.
Life matters, sister. The Emperor's angels won't save this world now.
Be quiet! There's something out there.
beautiful. The female guardsman who questions the sister is the voice of doubt and fear of Imperial forces experiencing fresh new horrors. It is only the honor and faith of the sisters, Marines, and guardsmen that will give them a chance at survival. After piercing the sector, much of the Calady's battle group found themselves listless, incapable of moving or talking. They didn't eat, sleep, or walk, and simply lied down and died. The survivors called this the stilling. Those that remained had to guard their astral telepaths from killing themselves, as they described the sense of constantly drowning without the ability to get new breath. The only forces left are the strongest of the Sisters, Marines, and Guard, because the only countermeasure to the deathly silence of the Nephilim sector is faith. Sisters of Battle, the most zealous of Imperial servants, find themselves capable of resisting the pall of the Necron technology and are able to bring their rage to bear against their foes. Marines, the most disciplined warriors of the Imperium, will also resist the touch. But for every guardsman that braves the horrors of the Necrons, another one will either flee, kill themselves, or simply lie down and die. The lone Deathmark is a worthy adversary, but he is representative of a fraction of the Necron's might. Deathmarks are assassins, capable of teleporting across time and space, waiting for as short or as long as necessary to find their mark, take it out with precision accuracy, and disappearing as quickly as they appeared. I'm personally very excited to watch the Necrons kick some ass because they are going to be my first Xenos army. I am afraid for the main guardsman, with the focus on his eyes being similar to that of the prisoner. What I love about this trailer is it highlights the best part of 40k, which is raging against the dark. The sister guardsman and marine are all cornered and on the back foot while being hunted by a much more capable and omnipresent foe. The doubt expressed in the trailer points to the Calady's battle group doing poorly in their breach of the Nephilim sector, and the captured guardsman also points to the fact that this will not be an easy Imperial victory, if victory is even possible. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe. Comment for the comment gods, or tell us which character or faction you're most eager to follow in the new series. Check out the channel sponsors, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. Hey you! Yes you. Are you drowning in plastic crack? Do you keep buying models and never have them painted? Is your pile of shame bigger than the models you actually have done? The team at Mastermind Models and Miniatures can help, or M3 Studios if you prefer. The team at M3 Studios and their Mastermind/Master Painter Clay are just like you, addicted to plastic crack and have channeled their addiction into a passion and a profession. They paint kick-ass models to whatever standard or solution you need. Their motto is professional painting services to bring your imagination to life. Trying to just get on the tabletop? M3 Studios can do that. Trying to shock and awe your local game store? M3 Studios can do that too. Want a piece of art that your descendants will fight over at your funeral? M3 Studios can do that, and it's easy. Click on the link or in the description, and you can talk to M3 Studios directly about your commission. Tell them the Counterpoints channel sent you, and not only are you guaranteed an awesome paint job at a fair price, but you help the Counterpoints channel continue to grow. What is there to lose? Stop buying models you will never paint, and instead let Clay and the M3 Studios team help you dominate your local friendly game store and show off the best painted models this side of the Mississippi. Start your commission today.